learned about them. What makes them special? Yeah.
A solid is it stays in its shape. A liquid, it takes the shape of the container, and gas takes up anything that's around it.
Perfect. Good job. Can a solid ever become a liquid?
Yes.
Can a liquid ever become a gas?
Yes.
Yeah? Ooh. Tricky, tricky. What are some ways, what's an example of a solid becoming a liquid? Yeah.
Ice melting into
Good. What about, how do you think heat is going to affect liquids? Yeah.
It's gonna soak up all the water and it's gonna turn it into a gas.
Okay, so we are going to start. I have a piece of construction paper right here. What color is my piece of construction paper?
Purple.
It's purple. Good job. And I am going to add some water to my construction paper. What do you think is going to happen to it? What do you think?
It will like get wet and it's probably gonna tear easily.
Yo, good predictions. Do you think it's going to change color?
No.
Thumbs up if you think it'll change color. Thumbs down if you think it won't change color. Ooh, so we got some people with differing opinions. Let's see. Okay, you guys ready? Did it change color?
Yeah.
It turned, good. Malik, what color did it turn?
Dark purple.
Dark purple, good. And it did get kind of soft. And who said it was going to tear? Is that your prediction? It does feel like I could tear it pretty easily. Very good. Well, what if I changed my mind and I didn't mean to add water to my paper? Can I get the water out?
Yeah.
Thumbs up if you think I can get it out. Thumbs down if you think I can't. Ooh, well let's find out. What's one way, somebody who had their thumbs up, raise your hand. What's a way that you think I could get my water out? What do you think?
Blow it off.
You could blow it off. Good, I could try and do that. Might take me kind of a long time though, but that's a very good prediction. What do you think?
I think that if you have like a hairdryer or something,
Ooh, you can see my hair
you
dryer.
could turn it on and blow the air faster.
Yeah, because what comes out of a hair dryer in particular? Yes.
Air.
Air, and what temperature is that air? Actually, it's hot. So we are going to apply heat to my water. What do we predict is going to happen? What do you predict?
The water's going to come out.
You think it's going to melt? Okay. Who has a different prediction, Grant?
I think it's gonna dry all the water up, and the water's gonna turn heat, and the water's gonna make it dry, so it's actually light purple again.
Ooh, well let's find. All right. So my friends who got to see that up close, what happened to the water? See somebody from this table. What happened? It vanished. You want to feel it? Still maybe a little damp, but can you see that dark purple anymore?
A little bit right there.
Yeah, I didn't spray that part. But so I did get the water to go away. My piece of paper is almost like brand new. So who knows the fancy term of what I just did? Where did that water go? Who knows where the water went? Where'd it go?
In the water.
Water vapor. My liquid became a what?
Gas.
A gas. Good. Do you know what that word is called? That word is called evaporate. Raise your hand if you've heard the word evaporate before. Ooh, so you guys have heard of it. So evaporate means a liquid went to a gas. Very, very good. So we did find out that we could dry our paper and make it the same. We are going to be artists today, and each of you is going to get 2 crayons. Let's see if I can have, do you mind passing those out for me? Thank you so much. As I pass out your crayons, I want you to look at it very closely. What does the crayon look like? What state of matter is my crayon in? Yeah.
Solid.
It's a solid. Good. What can I do to change that state of matter? Yeah.
Melt it.
Good word. I like that word. She said I could melt it. What does it mean to melt something? Let's get some different hands up. What does it mean, Janaya? Help her out. Think, here, I'm going to help you out. Think if I have an ice cream cone and it's a really hot day. What's going to happen to my ice cream cone? Or my ice cream and the ice cream cone? What's going to happen? It's going to melt, which means what happened to that ice cream? It did. What was it originally? Solid. Did everybody hear that?
Yes.
Same situation. Think if I left a chocolate bar in my car, and it's a really hot summer day, and that car gets really hot when I'm not there, and I come back in, what's happened to my chocolate bar? What's happened tonight? It melted, which means it went from what?
Solid to liquid.
Solid to what? Say it again.
Liquid.
Solid to liquid. Good. What do you predict is going to happen to your crayon? What do you predict? You think it's going to turn into a liquid? Thumbs up if you agree that the crayon's going to turn into a liquid. Thumbs down if you think something else is going to happen. So we got some so-so thumbs. So we got some down thumbs. What do you think is going to happen?
I think it's just going to stay solid.
You think it's going to stay a solid?
Yeah, but it's just going to melt.
Good. Okay, so we all have different predictions in our head. I want you, next to number 1, it says draw your crayon. I want you to draw next to that a picture of how your crayon looks now. Before it's had any heat, it's just room temperature, it's a solid. Show me a picture of what that crayon looks like.
Wait, can you?
And after you finish number 1, number 2 says, draw how you think heat could change your crayon. So this is your prediction. So next to number 2, I want you to draw what you think is going to happen when that crayon gets hot. You're going to break your crayon into little pieces. Good job. So break that unwrapped crayon into little pieces. You can talk about it with your group, what you think is going to happen, and if you use big pieces or little pieces, is that going to affect it? I have a cookie sheet and a muffin tin for each of your tables. So you are going to work with your table on making a new crayon in one of these muffin sheets. We're going to see what happens when we put them together and put them over that really, really hot plate. Does that sound good? What do you think is going to happen in 5 minutes?
5 minutes. That's what
All right, so I want you guys to go back to your desk and see if you can write a few sentences on the back predicting what you think will happen, okay? See if you can use that vocabulary that we talked about, like melt. Do you see what's happening?
Oh.
Do you have some? All right, take a quick break. Come over here and let's see what's happening to your crayons.
Me?
Just group, oh, pause. Back to your seats, please.
Group 1.
Group 1. Remember, don't touch because it's super hot. Yours was right over there. So what's, can you see? So what's happening, Group 1? What do you see happening?
Whoa.
Melting. Are the colors blending together or staying separate?
Blending together.
They are. So do you think that we can make a whole new crayon? Do you think, is there a way that, see, what's it turning into? What matter is it becoming?
Liquid.
Liquid? Can we write with a liquid?
No.
No. So could we bring it back to a solid?
Yes. But who is it going to be?
What could we do to make it back to a solid?
Wait until it can dry.
How would we do that? What do we need to take away? Ooh,
Sitting somewhere cold, like in the
Good.
refrigerator.
Yeah, because what's making it liquid right now?
Heat.
The heat. Good. The heat is what's making it a liquid. So if we remove the heat, you think we can make it go back to a solid?
Oh.
Yeah.
No. Is that table 4?
Of course.
It's turning a liquid.
Look at your bubbles. What are those from? Gas. Good, because it's so hot. What's starting to happen? It's like when you put water on a stove and it starts to bubble. What's that called?
No, I don't.
Boiling. Look, just like somebody predicted would happen. High five. That was awesome. Guys, who can raise their hand and tell me what happened when we heated up the crayons? What happened, Chastity?
All the crayons, they got mixed up into a liquid, and it changed color.
It did. So the colors kind of blended together, didn't they? Very good. Were we able to make an entire new crayon?
Yes.
What do you think? Can we color using a liquid? Like in
No.
What do we have to do to get that liquid to go back to a solid? What do we have to do, Janaya? off the heat. Good prediction. What do you guys think? Do you agree?
If you put it in the freezer, it's gonna turn into like the shape that it's in, and it's gonna have all the colors in it.
So do you think we'll be able to write with these crayons again?
Yes.
Thumbs up if you think we will. All right, well what we're going to do next is we're going to let those cool while we do words in a way, and we're going to see if those are able to become back into a solid. Does that sound good? Did everyone? What can heat do? What does heat do to a liquid, like in my paper? My paper that I have. What was that word?
Evaporate.
Evaporate. What does evaporate mean? What does it mean?
It something turns into a liquid can turn into a gas.
Great job. And with solids, what can heat do to a solid? What's that $1 million word? They can turn it into a liquid, which means it? What does it mean?
Boil.
We boiled it, but Grant, what happened to the solid?
It melted.
It melted. Good. So those are some good $1 million words that you can use now that real scientists use, like evaporate.